Hi, I'm Tomasz Kitliński. This is an attempt to tell you about queer democracy versus complete total destruction of our planet. We are in danger and our subjectivities are absolutely jeopardized. In Poland, Europe, there has been numerous attempts to brutalize the LGBT community, and this is one of them. This is the vandalism on an artwork, the symbolism of non-heteronormativity, the rainbow. The rainbow stood at the center, at the very heart of Warsaw, and was on numerous occasions burned, destroyed by the ultranationalists. My good news is that it was recovered by the citizens of Warsaw, who brought their flowers to build the rainbow again. Another example is a palm. Can you imagine that in the middle of Warsaw we have a palm, an installation by Joanna Rajkowska, eminent woman artist. She constructed on Jerusalem Avenue in Warsaw a palm, now to demonstrate the dangers of global warming, of in fact climate catastrophe. The palm tree is withering, as you can see. Democracy is a heterogeneous way of life. This is a definition by French theorist Claude Lefort. I talk to you from Lublin, where before Shoah, before the Holocaust, we had a hub of Jewish life. One of the most active movements here was the Workers' Party, Bund. A woman was in charge of the Bund party, Bela Szpiro. I try to continue her tradition. She was very active. She talked a lot in meetings and on marches. She was arrested. She was a city councillor. Bela Szpiro perished in the Shoah. Now we are deprived of the Jewish city of Lublin, but we are doing our best to recover Jewish life here. This is my little text on Lublin. The LGBT community is also quite active here. We had the so-called March of Equality here, with some violence on the part of ultranationalists. Well, the Lublin area was declared free of LGBT. This voivodeship, that is province council of this region, declared the Lublin area free, rein in German, wolny, from LGBT. This is scandalous. Hi again, it's Tomasz Kitliński. My main subject here is subjectivity. What I see is our inner life, you know, the fortress that we keep inside our bodies and souls, intra-subjectivity, And at the same time, we are endeavoring to construct intersubjectivity. We go into action, interaction with others, and what we need is respect for the other, for the stranger. My main inspirations, as you see, are the Hebrew Bible, Erich Fromm, Hannah Arendt, Julia Kristeva, and Harari, the great philosopher of today. Harari often speaks of chimpanzees, but he doesn't mention that we are just the sixth species of the chimpanzee. Well, let's look at the chimpanzee again. And this is a good angle, I hope. Well, we humans are the sixth species of the chimpanzee. And it was a Jewish Polish philosopher, Helena Eilstein, that has reminded me of that. I think we keep forgetting of it, and we keep destroying the species of this planet. We keep destroying the planet. We keep destroying ourselves. What is the suggestion of a British thinker, Imogen Tyler? She thinks that we should become. We are all the time in becoming. We are Kristevan subjects in process. We should be revolting subjects, subjects who revolt. This is the thesis of Kristeva and Tyler. They remind us of the still ruling categories: race, class, gender, and these categories are still important. They are in fact capital to research and activism. In research, never forget about activism. Approaches to subjectivity. I distinguish three approaches to subjectivity. The traditional subject without process, the Aristotelian hypokeimenon, the subject of Descartes, Kant, Husserl, the cognitive sciences. This is the subject as identity. The second type of subject to me is process without subject. You remember Foucault, Barthes, Lacan, who dismantled the subject and put in their place process. Jürgen Habermas summarized it critically as the process without subject. And the third proposition, inspired by Julia Kristeva, the subject in process. We are the subjects in process. We are the revolting subjects. Hi again. We should work on our inner life. The fortress I mentioned in the previous section comes from mysticism and psychoanalysis. We build an inner fortress, stronghold, but at the same time we must connect to others. This is hospitality that should connect us. I have worked on hospitality for years. numerous cultures of the world have promoted hospitality. The Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Hebrew Bible, the Quran, Homer, Immanuel Kant, Emmanuel Levinas, Hélène Cixous, Jacques Derrida, and so on and so forth. There is a current revival of thought about hospitality, but I would like to see more world and local, global hospitality on this planet, in our cities. In my interpretation of Plato, there is an analogy, psyche and polis. We build creatively our psyche, we build creatively our polis. What's more, for me, there is an equation, psyche, polis, planet. This is an age of new media. We can use the new media to build our world democracy, cyber democracy, cosmic democracy. You know that the etymology of the word democracy comes from the Proto-Indo-European da, which stands for togetherness, sharing. We should work together and share. This is my motto. What is happening now, in contrast to what I've been saying, is the shrinking of democracy, the phrase that Elżbieta Matynia of New York City calls the present state of affairs. I diagnose this as the world's lack of hospitality. I'm drawing a conclusion. I highly recommend a UN report on global warming, on climate catastrophe. My assistant Adrian Korniluk has discovered it. Please read it. What's more, worldwide, especially in Britain and Poland, rebellion, extinction is happening. Activism against what's happening here and now. Please, let's keep in touch. I'm on Gmail, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube. Thank you for your hospitality, and this is my bibliography.